Good morning, dear students. Today we will discuss about derivation of Bernoulli's equation. This is a small derivation, but some of the students cannot understand clearly. So that is why I am saying it somewhat better manner. Please, before studying this Bernoulli's equation, what is Bernoulli's theorem? Bernoulli's theorem is the statement modified from the Euler's theorem. Finally, what it says, the total energy in a streamline remains constant. This is the concept of Bernoulli's. We'll see. Before entering into the derivation, it requires some assumptions, considerations, constraints that the fluid must follow. So these are the constraints of the fluid motion. Okay. So what is the first constraint? Fluid must be ideal. That means it should not have any viscosity. Viscosity is zero. Therefore, the fluid particles all are moving without friction, without internal resistance between the layers. It will flow steadily and it will flow with same velocity. So it is a viscous fluid. In this fluid, mu cannot be zero, it is having some value. That is why velocity profile is changing like this. Instead of constant, it is changing. So this fluid particle which is traveling or stick to the surface of plate or wall of the pipe. So it is having zero velocity at this point, and it is somewhat increasing like this. Here outer layer or top layer, it is having maximum velocity. So this is viscous fluid. So for this viscous fluid, this Bernoulli's equation cannot be extracted. So it cannot obey the law for viscous fluid. It is for only inviscous and ideal fluid. Then second one is fluid is steady flow. Steady means, say at 9 a.m. it is having some velocity v1. Again at 10 a.m. it is having some velocity v2. So both v1 and v2 is same velocities. That means there is no change. So if there is no change with respect to time, that is dou v by dou t is 0 or dv by dt is 0. Dou v is, it is a partial derivation. So derivation of is called, not derivation of very small elements is called dou v by dou t. So change in velocity, rate of change in velocity is 0. So here velocity is not 0, that is why it is unsteady flow. Velocity cannot be equal and it is changing with respect to time. So at t1 some value, at t2 it is having some value along the streamline. Then v1 minus v2 or v2 minus v1 is having some value. That is why it is unsteady flow. Okay. Then come to the third, flow must be rotational. A flow along the streamline, particles are moving steadily in particular orientation. The orientation cannot be changed, cannot be altered. So here takes some points on the particle 1, 2. So when it is traveling along the streamline, its position, angle of these 2 points are same at all positions while traveling along the line of stream. So it is called irrotational. If you take this rotational along the streamline, it is revolving 1 to here, again 1 to 1 to 2, 1 to. So it is revolving like this, revolving like this, revolving like this. So this is the rotational flow. For this rotational flow, Bernoulli's equation cannot be applied. Then fourth one, fluid must be incompressible. So fluid incompressible means all the particles are already together. There is no chance of pressing. There is no chance of compression. So if we take liquid in a cylinder, this is the rigid cylinder. There is a piston. So if you take this as rigid cylinder, this is rigid cylinder. This is the piston. When you push from here, it will not press this water or this liquid. So all liquids are incompressible. Nevertheless, it is applicable for only liquids. When you take gas, it is gas. Here, when you press from here with force, with the same force, it will compress together. Initial volume is V1, final volume is V2 up to here. Okay. So it is the change in volume. So it is compressed this much. It is compressed this much. There is no molecules after compression. All molecules come together and get compressed. The gas is get compressed. So Bernoulli's equation cannot be applicable for compressible fluids, gases. Okay. So assumptions are majorly four. One is ideal fluid, and second is must be steady flow, and third is flow is rotational, and the fluid is incompressible. These are the four conditions. Then come to the derivation. So before going to derivation, you deeply study the concept here. So this is the one of the liquid element which is traveling or moving along a streamline like this. This is the streamline. So over this streamline, it is liquid particle is moving. All liquid particles together forming a circular cylinder, a solid circular cylinder. Assume a solid circular cylinder type liquid element is moving along this path. Okay. Then when you draw the tangent at a particular point O, so this is a tangent. Sparsharekha antaru Telugulo. So this tangent is touching this curve. So at a particular point it is having velocity v, and it is having some forces. What are the forces? Number one is pressure force here. Number two is weight force here. Number three is resultant and accumulated pressure here. So due to length. So this length can exhibit change of momentum that will cause some of the developed pressure. So this is the pressure force F2. This is the pressure force F1. This is the weight. Due to weight, you can resolve two components with respect to theta. So it is having some theta angle. This tangent is having some theta angle with vertical line. Here you can resolve this weight into two components. You know that very well. So what is this is W cos theta. Then this is W sin theta. This is W sin theta. This is W cos theta. Now this in this S direction line, you are having only three forces. One is force F1, that is due to pressure upward direction, and second is pressure force F2, that is additional pressure force and initial pressure force in reverse direction. Then third is weight component, that is Ws is called W cos theta. These are the three forces. Then again extract some triangle, one of the triangle. Here, what is this is? This is the length of the element. This is the area of cross section. Okay. When you take this dimension line, here it is ds. Then what is the height from reference bottom datum line? Take a datum line like this. It is a datum line. So from here it is having dz. It is having ds. The same angle is here. That is theta. Okay. Instead of drawing here like this, I am drawing separately. Okay. Now what is cos theta here? Cos theta is, that is adjacent side by hypotenuse. So this is the dz. Dz is, what is this? Dz is ds cos theta. So ds cos theta is dz by ds. Okay. Then come to the weight of the component, weight of the liquid element. Weight is specific weight into volume, product of specific weight and volume. Specific weight is density into acceleration of gravity. Product of rho g is gamma, and a volume of this liquid element is dA. It is area and length. So this is area and length gives the volume of the liquid element. So this is the total weight at a point or center of gravity of the liquid element. This total weight is resolving into two directions. One is in opposite normal to the S direction, and one is along the S direction. Okay, this is opposite. It is balanced by the reaction force. If there is a support for this, if it is moving over a surface, then this surface will exhibit reaction force. That reaction force is equivalent to the Wn. That is W cos W sin theta. This is. So no need of balance this force. You have to balance this line of motion of the element. So when you take this line of motion, F1 is upward direction and Ws is downward direction. This F2 is in downward direction. So you know this, what is the pressure force? That is pressure into this cross sectional area. Pressure, product of pressure and cross sectional area dA. Okay, same dA along the liquid element. So this is force 1. Then come to the force 2. This is the pressure plus additional pressure, that is dou P by dou S. Small differential and small partial differential elements we can choose. This is partial derivation, that is called dou P by dou S into how much length you are distributing this ds length. So dou P by dou S into ds is the additional pressure. Then this sum of these two is the total pressure at this end in the opposite direction. That into dA gives the total pressure force F2. Okay. Now sum all these forces in S direction. So here you know this another term, that is mass of the liquid element is m. Okay, this is the density, this is the density kg per meter cube. Then this is the force in S direction. Okay, so everything you know, this is the force in newtons, this is the force in newtons, this is the force in newtons. Okay, this is the force in newtons. There is no, it is 1. Okay, now extract this, simplify this equation. Simplify this equation, adding this, what you will get? So actually, what is the force? What is the force? If force is 0, the liquid element cannot move. If the force is someone differ from this sum, then the liquid will move upward or downward. Okay. So if it is tending to move in this direction, due to inertia of Newton, it will move in the same direction for a little moment. That force is called inertial force. You know that is rate of change of momentum. Rate of change of momentum. Rate of change of momentum mv1 minus mv2, that is the force. mv1 minus mv2 divided by time, rate means time. So this is the force, that is ma. F is equivalent to ma. So that due to that ma, it will move. Okay, that means the sum of these forces must be equal to the inertial force, which is causing to move along the streamline. Okay, that momentum. So this can be written like this part. So when you consider this, okay, so here summing all these forces, you will get net force, that is inertia force. Okay, this inertial force is equivalent to the F1, then reverse direction, minus Ws minus F2. Okay, so this is equivalent, the sum of all these three forces equivalent to the inertial force. This inertial force having momentum, this is having inertial force. That means there is no one is pushing the element, it itself is moving along the path line after a certain time, and the forces are having difference. Now extract this. So this is the mass and acceleration in s direction. Okay, then pdv minus rho dg ds dA cos theta. So how it came? So you observe here, this is weight of the body. This is the weight of the body, weight of the liquid body. This liquid body is having component in this direction Ws, volume into density, or specific weight into density. Now we are not considering mass only, it is weight, that is gamma into volume. Then gamma is rho g, then volume is ds dA, already told. Then what is the component here? That is Ws. Ws is W cos theta. So this W cos theta. W is rho g ds dA. This is the W. Then cos theta is component in this direction. Okay. So this is the Ws force. This Ws force is substituted here. So what you are getting? The equation is ms pd a minus rho dg ds dA cos theta minus pda dou p by dou s ds dA. Okay, this is the force balance equation. Then expand this. It is m is rho density into volume. Okay, m is density into volume. I have written already here. That is density into volume is, okay, density into volume is mass. Volume is already know that ds dA, the volume. Okay, or otherwise write here rho ds dA. So this is the rho ds dA is the m, mass, into area. This is the acceleration in s direction. This is pda minus rho g ds dA cos theta. It is component pda dou p by dou s into ds dA. So here pda minus pi dA plus pda will cancel, and pull the ds dA outside, or divide the all terms with ds dA. So here you are getting this. So before getting this, you have to extract this acceleration also. So what is acceleration actually? It is the change in velocity by change in time, dv by dt. Okay, so velocity is the function of distance and time. So when you derivate, expand the same term to the partial elements in the differential element, so you can have dou v by dou s and ds by dt, which is function of v is function of s. Then dou v by dou t, v is function of t. So you will get, so dv by dt gets 0. Why? Already told in steady flow. For a steady flow, there is no change in velocity with respect to time. So dv by dou t is 0. So it is 0. Okay, it is 0. Then you are having as is equivalent to dou v by dou s into ds by dt. Then it is the equation A. Substitute this equation A here. You will get, this is the expansion. So dou s, rho dou s dou a, rho ds dA, dv by ds, dou v by dou s into v. A is dou v by dou s dA. Remaining same. Then divide all terms with ds dA, rho ds dA. So rho ds dA. Every term here, rho ds dA, rho ds dA cancel. Rho ds dA, rho ds dA cancel. Here ds dA cancel, rho remains. Okay, so it is the term, it is the equation. dv by v, dv by ds into v, g minus g cos theta minus dou p by dou s, rho by rho. So then, so this is this term is ds. Here you are not having ds. Okay, again go to the initial condition. So what I have written, drawn one diagram, that is triangle, same triangle of this length and this height, length and this height. I will show here small curve or line. This is a line like this. Okay, same line is here. This is the line, same line. Okay, here this is ds is the length, it is the height from here to here, certain height, dz. So that dz is, I have told already, dz is ds cos theta, or cos theta is equivalent to dz by ds, dz by ds. This is equation B. Substitute this B in our equation, that is, so g cos theta, in place of cos theta you can substitute that dz by ds. Okay, every term, everywhere you are having ds. Then multiply with ds, you will get v dv. Okay, you will get v dv. Convert these terms into differential form, that is v dv. Then is equivalent to minus g dz minus dp by rho. Okay, so pull this here. So what we will get, dp by rho plus v dv by 1 plus g dz is equal to 0. Okay, then here rho is constant. Rho is constant for liquid element, liquid fluid. For liquid fluid which is incompressible, so rho doesn't change. For compressible gases it will change. So then it can be derivated or integrated. load this term. So this is actually known as our basic equation, Euler's equation of motion. So by extracting from this fundamental, you are getting this Euler's equation. So when you integrate this equation, you will get the Bernoulli's equation. So that is, for a small element, you are extracting the motion equation when you are elaborating the total entire streamline, or elaborating the same phenomena for between 1 and 2 along the any points of streamline. We can extend this equation as Bernoulli's equation. So that is, this is a Euler's equation. Then integrate this equation, you will get dp by rho plus v dv plus g dz, okay, is equivalent to 0. So after integration, you are getting some constant, that is, apply the limits from between path line. Say this is 1, this is 2, it is a tube like this, okay, then it is having some datum, it is datum line, it is some having some height z1, say z2, fluid is flowing like this. So this is v2, this is p2, this is v1, this is p1, like this. Assume a flow like this. So from datum line, you are having certain height. So what does it says? Bernoulli's equation says that total energy at inlet is equivalent to total energy at outlet. Okay, this is the concept. Then extract this by integrating this, you are getting that equation. So what is integration? You pull this rho. So limits are 1 to 2. Okay, 1 by rho. So integration of this, you will get p 1 to 2. Then plus integration of this, v square by 2 into apply the limits 1 to 2. Then this g is constant, pull out this g, then you are getting z 1 to 2. Okay, extract this is equivalent to some c, because after integration you are getting c of all terms, you are pushing out this is constant c. Then you are having g here, divide all terms with g, or first extract this equation. Before extraction, divide this all terms, you are getting like this, p1, this is p2 minus p1 by rho g, okay, v2 square minus v1 square by 2g plus g get cancelled, that is z2 minus z1, okay, is equivalent to constant. Okay, so here it is expanding so divided by g, okay, right, expanding these terms, p2 by rho g, okay, p2 by rho g minus p1 by rho g plus v2 square by 2g minus v1 square by 2g plus z2 minus z1 is equivalent to constant. Okay, So if you pull that side or change in pressure, we may write as some difference or pull out that term, whole terms, that is P1 or P2 by rho g plus P2 square by 2g plus Z2 is equivalent to P1 by rho g, P1 square by 2g plus Z1, some constant. So these are equivalent to same constant or some other constant. That should be equal. Okay. This is having some constant. This is having some constant. Both are having some value. So here we can say this is the pressure head. This is the kinetic head. This is the potential head. The sum of these three heads is exactly equal at outlet. So that is these are the sum of the all energy heads. Here you are getting. These are the all energy heads. Here you are getting. So this is pressure energy, kinetic energy, potential energy. Sum of these two, that is, you may mix like this. That is pressure energy. You may write in this direction. P1 by rho g plus Z1 plus P1 square by 2g is equivalent to some constant. Okay. So in general form you can write like this. This is P by rho g plus Z plus P square by 2g. So this is the kinetic energy head. This sum of these two is called hydraulic energy head. Okay. So this is the Bernoulli's equation. This is the Bernoulli's equation. So like this you can extract. So again I am telling here, this is sum of this pressure energy and hydraulic potential energy is called hydraulic head. So this energy heads of sum, you will get hydraulic head. This is the kinetic energy head. It is kinetic energy head. So like this you can extract, you can derive the equation of Bernoulli's. So note this diagram once again and assume this is imaginary diagram, and which is imagined. The liquid element is cylindrical. It is not a bubble. It is not a rectangular. It is always cylindrical element, which is having dA area, cross-sectional area, and ds length, and which is moving along the streamline. సో ఇలాంటి వీడియోస్ కొన్ని ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనిపించినవి మాత్రమే చేస్తూ వెళ్తుంటాను. ఫ్రీ లెసన్స్ అనేటివి చాలా అరుదుగా దొరుకుతుంటాయి. ఇంకా చాలామంది కూడా ఎలానో చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. ఇవి ఉపయోగించుకొని స్టూడెంట్స్ చాలామంది కాన్సెప్ట్స్, ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఈజీగా లర్న్ చేయొచ్చు. ఇంట్రెస్ట్గా విని ఇంకొకరికి చెప్పడం వల్ల ఇది మీకు కూడా ఒక సెట్ లాగానే మారుతుంది. That you can remember a long time. Thank you.